Greetings viewers, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're off to buy another Subaru and make more poor financial decisions. Headed off to Charlotte, North Carolina to pick up a teal metallic 2002 Outback 2.5 5-speed. Talked about it in the Q&A video. It's a rusted body, but it's a running driving car. It does have an electrical issue with the charging system. We're gonna use this vehicle to film a video on diagnosing charging system issues, try to figure out what the problem is on this car before we break it apart and part it out. The cloth interior is most likely sold. I have someone looking for cloth interior for a BH chassis Outback. I am, like I said, going to utilize the 5-speed swap for my LL Bean, or I've got someone else that's wanting to buy a 5-speed swap for a BH chassis Outback. Not sure which I'm going to go with. And we've got a good engine. Did find out yesterday the seller was going to drive the car to me, deliver it, and then leave it. Just to save me from getting in the old Duramax and hooking the trailer up. But as you see, we're in the Duramax and I got the trailer hooked up. So they had a little bit of an issue. The car had been sitting for 2 or 3 months. It was a little bit of drivability issue. It was spitting and sputtering and acting erratically until you get in the higher RPM range, which isn't a big deal. I think they said it's got 178,000 miles on it on the original head gaskets, so we're going to need to put a set of head gaskets on it at the minimum before we pull that engine to put in the 2004 teal metallic or the silver 05 2.5X. Not sure which we're going to put it in yet. Most likely the Outback, because I think the Outback will be a fast seller being an automatic and a 2004 model. But we will cross that bridge when we get there. So just a little intro. We got about 45 minutes left on the drive. I'll be back in with you when we are there. All right, guys, and we are back to the El Personnel Subaru Boneyard. About to add this Outback to the collection, although the engine for this Outback will be going in the teal metallic 04 back there. That was the worst Subaru blown head gasket video car. This one is nice. I need to get it back together, get it sold, because at this point all I think it needs is the engine and one axle. We've got the short block and brand new heads and everything in there from pulling the engine out. So yeah, got to get that one back going. That one I don't have a title to. That one I don't have a title to. That's a good 3-liter to swap into something else. Luckily the old Dirty Max got us to and from without a hitch. So definitely fixed that limp mode issue with the pigtail we put on injector number 7. Here is what we just got. 2002 metallic teal Outback 2.5 5-speed. She is kind of rusty, not as bad as I thought it was going to be actually. Just the barest, tiniest little bubble in the paint starting here. And over here we got some more evidence, as you can see. Rust here, and the bumper has let loose and that tab rotted out. But just the barest little dimple of rust there as well. So not anywhere near as bad as I was actually expecting before going to get the car. Let's look underneath real quick. Again, not completely rusted, but there is some rust, like the backing plate on the rear brakes is rusted through in a couple places. The wheels are really bad. That's the kicker on this. The rust actually got in behind the clear coat. It's peeling the clear off of the wheels. Tires aren't horrible, but they're not great either. They're old and they got some dry rot in them. Haven't really looked at the brakes, don't really care. We do have original Subaru headlights. These aren't depots or some crash parts, and they're not actually that bad. Buff these out. Those ought to bring $100 or so. Good fog lights with both grills included. So that's some money there. Got good fenders. One little dimple here I can pull with my paintless dent repair. Good hood, no damage on it. None of the doors seem to have any damage. Good glass in them, window regulators. This was worth the entire trip here. It's got 2 brand spanking new taillight housings. Brand new original Subaru from the dealership. Those are definitely going in my LL Bean. The reason these were replaced, according to the owner, is because Subaru South Boulevard, that always maintained this vehicle, told them that the battery parasitic drain issue they were having on this car was because these taillights were cracked and filling with water. Never have I ever heard such foolishness, but yeah, leave it to the Subaru dealership to tell somebody that. And of course, after paying almost $400 for new taillights, it did not fix the issue. Someone else put an alternator on it, and the issue persists. So we're probably going to dive into that, see what the deal is. Does have the all-weather floor mat. We did get the cargo cover, thankfully, with it. It smells horrible in here. It is an ashtray. So the interior, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sell it. I'm going to have to shampoo it really well, but other than that, I mean, it's not really torn, and I'm not seeing any cigarette burns or anything like that. But the door panels, seen better days. Cigarette ash all over. Shift boot is destroyed. Does have brand new shifter joint and bushing, so plus on that. Has the small console lid. Driver's seat's kind of broken. Not really. You got the typical sunburn there on the passenger side of the dash above the glove box. My 02 LL Bean had this. I replaced it. You can still get this piece from Subaru. I think it's 50-60 bucks. And you can put it in a couple hours. It really makes the car look brand spanking new again. Another issue with the early model auto dimming rear view mirrors. They're bad about this. Same issue with my 02. Overhead console's broken, and that's kind of gross. But otherwise, yeah, this is the worst part. The ashtray area. Ugh, God. Most of you probably can smell this through the screen. It's really bad. Nice and all good there. We're gonna have to hook the battery back up because I took it loose for the trip, because again, they said it was bad about dying. Mileage is 178 if I recall correctly. Let's see, 178 and 10 miles, so right at it. In case you missed it, I did pay 300 bucks for the car. I don't know if I've said that yet or not. Let's see if she'll fire up. There we go. Irregular tach movement. And we got a full tank of gas. Nice. Go ahead and back her on off of here, and then we'll take a look under the hood and finish out the video. I wonder if the air condition works, although I'm a little afraid to try it because I'm afraid that massive amounts of cigarette ash will blow out at me. But and let's just see. I hear no compressor engaging, so I doubt we have working air condition. Yeah, we don't. Probably just needs to recharge. Being the Subaru, it's probably the O-rings at the compressor. Bunch of busted struts, which to be expected with the age of the vehicle. Probably got some bad ball joints, things of that nature as well, but again, not really worried about it. It was really worth buying just for the tail lights at this point. Sounds like we got a broken axle, or an axle that's on its last leg. And I think we might have a tad bit of rod knock, hopefully not. That would be disappointing. Runs pretty decently. Didn't really even bother to listen to it when I picked it up. I said, heck, as long as it'll start and you can drive it on the trailer, let's go. So that's what we did, but sounds pretty good. I hear a little something, but I'm not sure what it is. I'll have to get into that later. Aftermarket alternator, probably part of our issue. But most likely it's something in the wiring. Like I said, we'll get into that later. But for right now, that's basically it for the video. Just wanted to go over the car and let you guys see what I got and see what you can get in the South when it comes to buying a Subaru for only a couple $100. So pretty decent running driving car. AC repair wouldn't be that much, you know, a set of struts, ball joints, tires, and probably a set of head gaskets, because this car is at 178 on the original head gaskets, and it'd be good to go probably for another 170,000 miles. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.